Hey everybody, this is Tracy of TracyLDarity.com. I'm an author, blogger, freelance content provider, and I also have a YouTube channel where I recap some of my favorite television shows. And you can find that on youtube.com/ A View from Tracy's Point. Well, it's day 6 of the Visibility Challenge, and our letter for the day is F. So if you noticed in my intro, I stated that I was a freelance content provider. So I guess my letter for today will be, well, my word for today will be freelance. When I returned to college a few years ago, people were asking me, well, what are you majoring in? And so I told them that I was majoring in English with a minor in mass communications. And then the next question was, well, what are you going to do with that? And the truth was that this was just a personal goal of mine. I had started college fresh out of high school, like most people, but life happened and I didn't finish. And so as my daughters graduated from high school and went on to college and earned their degrees, it became a goal of theirs that I would go back to school and get my degree, which I did in December. And so what I learned through the course content in both the English program and the mass communication program is that there are a lot of things that you can do as a freelancer. And so I was on a Periscope recently, and the person that was doing the Periscope said that she was looking for bloggers, and if you could blog, to email her. And so there was someone on the scope who said that her tagline for her business was, if you can think it, I can ink it. And so as a writer and someone, who creates content, that's pretty much summarizes all the things that you can do as a freelancer, because freelancers are generally people who create content and do other things for people that they either can't do or that they don't have time to do. So what can I do personally as a freelancer? Well, I made a list for you guys, and so I'm just going to read some of these off. There are people that have websites and they want to start a blog on their website where they're actually promoting their services and their products. And so they will hire someone like myself to actually create the blog content, to describe what it is that they do and become engaging so people will want to hire them. And then website content. I don't have a lot of experience in HTML code, but if someone has a website, through like WordPress or webs.com or some of these other cookie cutter websites, I can go in and I can design and set up that website for that person. And then there's web content, where even if you have a website, you need someone that can go in and keep it updated and keep it fresh and, update the calendars, update pictures and those type of things. I can do that as a freelancer. And then biographies. I was hired by a company once that when they brought in new clients and those clients set up their websites, they needed someone to write the biography page and the About Us page. And so they would pay me to create that content for the website. And then I have written for local magazines like The Power Broker, where I was hired to go out and cover certain stories in the community. And I would create that content and get paid for those articles. And then there is, I can complete legal documents for people. I can fill out applications. College students that have to write essays and other large papers, who have the ideas, have the research done, but they just can't put it, into context. Then I can be hired as a freelancer to actually write those papers for them. And then we have content editing, which is where someone gives you their manuscript and you can go through that manuscript and not necessarily looking for grammar and actual grammar and punctuation and spelling editing, but what you're looking for is consistency in the story and the flow of the story. Does it make sense? And then also for authors who write series, I can go in and read the series for them and say, hey, in book number 1, you said that this person was a nurse, but in this book, you're saying that she's a physical therapist or something like that. Or you said that she went to this college, but in this book, you have another college. And so, people will pay you to read their books and make sure that they're consistent from one edition of the series to the next edition of the series. And then I can do resumes. Not everyone can write their own resume, so they'll hire freelancers to write their resumes. And social media management. One of the courses that I took it was called Sizzling Sites, and it was a food photography course. And basically, someone can hire me who owns a restaurant, and I can come into the restaurant, take pictures of their food, and then go back and post it on their social media page, or give them the images to post on their social media page and provide engaging content. I worked for a construction company as a virtual assistant, where I created their social media platforms, and basically they take pictures before, during, and after the jobs, and then they send those to me. I post the content on their social media pages, and encourage people to check them out when they have construction needs. And in my mass comm class, I took videography. And so I can go into a business and create a video. We're moving towards a very video-driven social media platform, or society, I should say. And so freelancers are the people most likely who are creating all those videos that you see. And so, for example, I did a video for Gallery 909, which is a local art gallery here in St. Petersburg, and it was for my final exam project. And so basically I went in and I interviewed the owner of the gallery, took shots of the gallery indoors and outdoors, came to some of her events, and then I compiled that into a video. And it was really fun, really simple, really easy to do. So my F word, like I said, is freelance. So figure out what it is that you're really good at doing and that you wouldn't mind promoting, and those are some great ways to bring in income. So until tomorrow, take care, have a glorious day. Bye-bye.